is it?
How did that happen?
I don't know. Well,
Look,
that was
look,
an anomaly. Maybe it was Wanda. I have no idea what just happened there.
like it was like playing, and then it just was like, nah,
Yeah, it just
bro.
stopped. Yeah. Should we give that nah, screw it. Whatever.
I'm
All
down
right,
with giving it a try. I mean, it's
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. What's up, guys? It's your boy PJ, the OG Keymaster, and we got the Rictator joining us.
What up? What up?
We are going to do this is comics and stuff, right? This is the Saturday show where we talk about all things pop culture and nerdom. And I think the main thing is WandaVision right now, right? Like that's the main thing.
That's where we're at, bro. I mean,
so what's going on there?
I don't even know. That's weird. Are you pressing buttons, dude?
I'm not.
What's up, Eaton? How you doing, brother?
So anyway, yeah. So we got some good stuff to talk about. I think we're gonna have some other people in the house tonight. If you are wanting to join, by all means, we will shoot out the StreamYard link and come join and partake in the conversation.
Yeah, man. So this is where we are. Whatnot? Are we like ready to jump into this thing, or?
I think so. I will say, hold on, before we start, I will say that tonight is a celebration as well, because we are going to give some books away.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Congratulations to Phoenix Comics. Congratulations, Rick. Rick's got 150 YouTube subscribers. And so I said if he got to 150, I would give some books away. And so that's what we're going to do. Real quick. We have this Venom 25. This is the Greg Horn variant with virus there on the front. Mm-hmm. And then also going to give away a Thor 4 second print. And the one that I think is most notable for WandaVision is Mighty Avengers #1. This is the first appearance of Monica Rambeau as Spectrum, who I think she's going to be in the MCU. So we're going to give all three of those books away. The only caveat, you got to let me know that you want on the wheel. We'll do a wheel. And Rick, you saw that last night. That was kind of cool, right?
Yeah, no, it's totally rad. I like the wheel. I like wheel.
We'll do the wheel. But you have to let me know that you want on it, and you have to be in the chat when we do the wheel. So we'll do one every, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, half hour or so. We'll give a book away.
Right. That sounds good. Oh, looks like Macabre just is trying to hop in here.
Yeah. We also got the all-knowing Mr. Becker.
Oh, the all-knowing.
Not at all.
See here. So my man Jeff, dude, is watching too, and he's like, no. So if you guys don't know Jeff Edwards, he's freaking awesome. Good guy, definitely a friend of the shop and the show and everything like that. And naturally, he's going to be doing a show tonight as well. And yes, we were going to be doing WandaVision review every Saturday. And we might have to keep making it earlier though, man.
I know.
He can jump in here and then jump into his.
Yeah, I think if we can do that, we can push forward just a little so that he can jump on.
Sounds good to me, man. Of course, Justin McCrackalakin is definitely wanting to be on the wheel, and we got my man Tyler Alexander. He wants to be on the wheel.
All right, I'm gonna start adding names.
And Chris Eaton's definitely wanting to be on the wheel too. So here we go. That's where we're kind of where we're at, dude.
I think we should just go ahead and start into talking about the show. I thought hands down, like this was the best episode so far. I mean, they just keep getting better and better.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Obviously, especially at the end, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So I guess are we in the 80s now? Is it the 80s?
It's the 80s.
I think
It's
that
the
was.
80s.
I think it like had a Family Ties kind of feel to it, right?
Full House too.
A little bit of
Yeah.
Full House. Yep.
Which is kind of
exactly
funny because the Olsons and whatnot.
Right.
Bryn, did you see this comment? I want to watch a show about Mr. McCobb and Rick Tater being forced to work together in a comic shop. Like, we could have it like an 80s show, though. I mean, that would be kind of cool, a little bit of laughing there in the background or whatnot. Looks like we got Rock on, man. I'm gonna bring Rock on in this.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
What's up,
Mike,
Rock?
why don't you go ahead and give your take on what you thought about the episode?
Hey guys. What's up?
Hey, Raka. So I liked the 80s feel.
Okay.
Obviously, we had a lot more going on. I liked the fact that the twins showed that they had the ability to age themselves, or to progress their aging.
Well, I think that was mostly Wiccan, right? Obviously. Wouldn't we think that would be Wiccan?
Well, they both seemed to kind of have the idea, though, like, because she was like, no, 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 no. And then they both kind of like, I don't know if you can flex the inner growth, but they seem to be flexing.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting that she has no power over them, right? I thought that was kind of cool that she had no power whatsoever, because when the twins were crying or whatever, she tried to silence them essentially, and she kept trying and it wouldn't work, So I thought that was kind of cool. Hey
guys, I'm gonna bring in John Lang too, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, all right.
Welcome, John.
Nice.
Long time watcher, first time caller.
Yeah.
That ain't okay. Well, so all right,
Let's see how this thing works.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty awesome. Just hang out. So yeah, no, her not being able to take care of the kids or whatnot, that really just kind of makes you wonder what's going on with that. I found that kind of odd. First she couldn't get them quiet or anything like that, and then next thing you know, of course,
Agnes.
they're all yeah. Well, Agnes. All right, so the Agnes thing, the whole take it from the top thing.
Yeah.
That kind of like really goes like hand in hand with the whole what in the beginning with the the beekeeper and her saying no, and then of course Geraldine, she didn't belong here kind of thing and stuff like that. Like Wanda, essentially having this control over this or whatnot. I know at one time we still felt like she didn't have control, but it's pretty clear that Sword thinks she's the antagonist of this little show.
I don't know if all Sword, but definitely what's his name? Whoever the leader of Sword is now.
What was it? Hayward. Director Hayward.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Demotion.
He definitely seems to be anti-Wanda, right? Like
right. What? But see, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if he's anti-Wanda. I think he's like, you got to think he's the man, dude. So like, he's got that, cocky director. As of now, the information is saying that she's this, and he'll be the first guy that's like, oh, I guess we were wrong or whatever, and move on to the next thing. I think really they're just kind of trying to go with the information that they do have. I will say though that my man Wu, is coming like, I don't think you understand this shit, bro.
Pretty
yeah,
much.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. I thought someone was going to. I agree. I thought Jimmy Woo is just kind of like who's this guy think he is? Like
yeah.
He asked for a briefing, right? Hey, did. And when Jimmy Woo stepped up and started giving the briefing, then Hayward is just kind of like nitpicking. And I don't know. I've had that kind of boss too, where they've asked me for a brief, and I start giving a brief, and then like every 30 seconds to a minute, they want to interject with something. It's like, well, I'm sorry, did you want to give this brief? Like, because you seem to be wanting to give your input.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no doubt. Like,
go ahead.
Oh, I see that you'd like to interrupt. Well, tell you what, I'm just gonna go sit down. Have at it there, Haas. Yeah, no doubt. No, I totally get it, man. And you know what? A lot of these other guys were kind of jumping the gun. Even McCracken's talking about being able to create Infinity Stones and stuff like that. And I think a lot of people forget the fact that like her powers were really like, and they even say it in this particular episode, but her powers were generated from essentially testing with the I believe, from what I understand, the Tesseract, right? Or at least that's what they're trying to explain.
From the Mind Stone.
From the Mind Stone. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, I don't necessarily know she's creating stones, but I know that she probably can harness, that stone level power. I mean, that's where her powers are essentially from.
Yeah. The other interesting thing was during that briefing, Hayward was adamant about does she have a nickname, or does she have some type of other name, and everyone was expecting them to say Scarlet Witch, but she has not. We as fans and fans of the MCU, we have referred to her as Scarlet Witch, but no one in the MCU had she had not been designated that name. And so when Hayward was like, does she have a superhero name? Does she have an alternate name? Does she go by anything else?
Nope.
And Jimmy Woo was just like,
not a one.
Yeah, not a one. She's just Wanda. So I thought that was kind of interesting, because I think that is, I think that's foreshadowing that, she hasn't necessarily been given a hero name. She hasn't been given a Spider-Man or Iron Man or a Captain America. Like in the MCU, those heroes have been given those designated names, whereas she does not have that.
Right.
I don't know. It's interesting. And then even Darcy was just like, yeah, he's Jimmy Woo came over and was like, yeah, he's kind of being and Darcy's like, yeah, he's being he's being an asshole or whatever. I think Hayward is. I think he is somebody. Whether he's I don't want to say he's a scroll. Maybe he is taken over by somebody or possessed by somebody. But I don't think he is who we think he is. I think there's something nefarious about him. I don't know. What do you think?
There's certainly been a gap. Really.
He's a secret bad guy.
Yeah, there's certainly been a gap. You know what I mean? So really just kind of.
Agree.
Go ahead, Rock. What were you saying, buddy?
No, I agree with, Mike ended up saying that, something's not right with him. So he's got to probably pop up as being a villain, or could be a major villain later on.
And I'm kind of feeling the Kroll thing. I mean, we've only really seen, one version of that. You know what I mean? There's a fair possibility of that, especially since there's like this gap of Rambo even knowing, Hayward at all. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I mean,
well, he knew her mother, right? Apparently, because Maria Rambo was essentially one of the first directors of S.W.O.R.D. or created S.W.O.R.D. or however that
founding member.
However that was created.
Yeah, founding member. Yeah,
founding member. But Monica knows of Hayward, or at least where Hayward used to be. Like I said, I'm not too sure that he is, because even he was just kind of like put off. During that briefing, she was kind of put off by what he was saying. Like, is he really like saying this? Like, she almost didn't believe that this was the same person. That I don't know, just the look that she had. I don't know, but I will say that going forward, I don't necessarily think that he's not pulling the strings for Wanda, because he actually tried to take her out. Right? We fast forward, and they send in the drone, and the drone everyone thought was just for observation. Come to find out that Hayward had really, some missiles put onto it or whatnot, and he tried to take her out right then and there inside of her reality.
Right. So I mean that alone or whatnot pretty much tells you. I mean he's not for the greater good. You know what I mean? So I mean,
so
like
Jeff says,
I
I think we are seeing them both turn evil in this show. They will go into the show as the twins and come out Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Also with Hayward, I think why everybody was reacting, like his own team was kind of turning against him, because it's like, okay, we have this really tense situation with a mentally unstable, super powered being that's a cosmic level being at this point, and you're antagonizing her. You're antagonizing an angry, like mentally ill person.
Dude, when she comes outside and she looks up and like her eyes turn red or whatever, like I was like, oh shit! Like you knew something was on.
You done messed up, AA Ron.
Yeah, Jeff. I'll see you later, man. I'm gonna stop by your show later on. Hope you get a good one.
Yeah, we definitely got to stop by his show tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so she comes out, right? After that, she comes out and comes out into the MCU reality, and we see that she still has her Sokovian accent, which I thought was kind of funny, right? Like her accent came back when she's on the outside,
right?
And she's like, "Is this yours?" True. And she tosses it, and then tries to reason with her, and she pretty much tells everyone to stay the fuck away. Like don't enter into somewhere that you don't belong.
Right.
And that she has everything that she wants inside.
So, Kyle or whatnot, and before I say this, Lobo does suck, if anybody's wondering. He does say, does anybody else think the friend that Rambo is going to call is Reed Richards? And I didn't even think that at all. But, I mean, that's a fair possibility. No doubt.
So I think there's three guesses that it could possibly be, right? I think there's an unlimited amount of guesses, right?
Probably won't be Brie Larson.
I don't think it's Brie Larson. She had some major resentment towards Carol Danvers for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, okay, wait, I'm gonna make it 4. I'm gonna make it 4. All right. So we could go Kyle Benton and say Reed Richards. I will also throw out there that it could be Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel is someone that speculation is going to be introduced in the MCU because they're trying to create the Ultimates, and Blue Marvel is an engineer. Now, whether or not he's an aerospace engineer, I don't know. The third one could be that it's going to be Rhodey, right? So Rhodey is not only a pilot, but he is also an aerospace engineer. If you look into the background of the character, Rhodey is an aerospace engineer as well. And so I could see where, with Monica having a history with the Air Force and with pilots and stuff like that with her mom, that maybe Monica, and she's a captain as well. Monica Rambeau is. She's a captain. I don't know if she was in the Air Force, but she was a captain. So I could see there being a history between Rhodey and Monica Rambeau, and that's who she was texting. And then the fourth, I'll say it could be Riri Williams. I'll say maybe Riri Williams because we know she's coming as well. She is not an engineer. She'd be a high school student to college student right now, I would think. Mm-hmm. So maybe they reached out to her and because they're getting ready to bring her into the MCU as well. So those are my four picks: Reed Richards to do Fantastic Four, Blue Marvel to do the Ultimates. The one that I really like is Rhodey. I think that's the more logical, and then Riri Williams.
So, we just lost Tabor, but Tabor had mentioned something along the lines of, do what now? What'd you say, Rock?
Might lead up to Armor Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's probably lead up with Rhodey with Armor Wars.
Right.
Yeah.
And Rhodey is supposed to be in Falcon and Winter Soldier as well.
Right. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Well, Tabor was actually just pointing out he was going to say something about Rhodey also, but then for some reason he kind of like popped out of our stream, so I don't know what it is. Something about the basement, I would venture to say, but they were kind of talking about. Go ahead.
What about characters we know she knows, like one of the Skrulls, or I mean, obviously not going to be Captain Marvel, but somebody from that movie like Fury.
Well, I mean, Fury, maybe, or Rhodey. Easily could be Rhodey.
We could finally get Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. legitimized.
Right. That makes a lot of sense too. You know what I mean? Let's see here. So where are the rest of the Avengers there? Yeah, go ahead, man.
So when she came out, she said, "Yeah, you gotta see your back." Do you think she was talking to Rambo, or do you think she was talking to the leader guy? Because it didn't really seem like she was talking to the leader, but the way she said it, it could have been him. That she was saying, "Oh, you're still here," because she knew he was part of everything.
Yeah.
So that was
like the whole time.
Yeah.
That's pretty
and
quantum,
we saw
actually,
the video from the sword facility where she breaks in and steals Vision's body.
Right.
Yeah. So
of course,
she knew him. She knew him in some sense. Like,
right.
Was she trying to say, "Oh, why are you still here?" Or was she surprised he was still part of it because she knew he had some kind of, inclination to, go behind, the team's back to try and keep her there.
Yeah. I think we all agree that the director's jacked up. Yeah. There's something jacked up about the director, and I think I'm really looking forward to like kind of seeing the direction we're going to go. A lot of people we've been talking about, Doc Strange, and Bryn, kind of pointed out that they could have been actually calling Doc Strange. What's up, Southern Comic Geek? So you know what I mean. It is what it is. Obviously, Bitten wants to sell some books if it is Blue Marvel for sure. Of course. But like I said, Bryn actually has really good questions. So is Wiccan created by Wanda, twisting reality? And I think Wiccan is created by Wanda, from what I understand. But I don't know if it's because she's twisting reality. I think that's just like her creation, if you will, right?
So,
well, I think the kids have powers themselves, and you can tell that because she doesn't, control what they're doing. She's trying to stop them from doing more things.
Right.
So maybe their powers, that's why she can't control them, is because they, going back to the Mephisto thought on everything, maybe there is part of him, and that's why she can't control them.
Well, I mean, like I said, that makes a lot of sense. She wasn't able to control the stork either, and somebody in here actually made that comment before. I think it was Bryn. You know,
I'd read something somewhere that said that maybe all of the animals are manifestations of Mephisto or something like that.
Dude, we've heard Mephisto this whole time. It's been Mephisto, 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 Mephisto. Jeff Schultz in the house. What's up? What's up? A little bit of love from Chicago, Chi-Town, my man. Of course, guys, I have to address this. I'm sorry. It's going to be definitely off topic, definitely a segue.
Kyle Benton might actually be on top of this. I mean, he might actually agree with Alex here.
Yeah, I think Kyle Benton is probably going to be Alexander's like go-to guy. I mean, seriously, as far as that is concerned, because like he straight ass hates Doomsday Clock, bro. And
I think if he included Doomsday Clock and Lobo, maybe you could get Kyle Benton on board to sign that. You know
no doubt. And hey, Alexander, man, I mean, what I would do is like poach some names, bro. While you're here, like poach them names. It ain't no show. So, I mean, look at that face on Mike right there. Mike's definitely your guy, dude.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Rock On looks like he hates Doomsday Clock.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it, but
I don't hate it enough to be against it.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
It just wasn't good.
Of course, Benton's like, what I do like is very small.
So Bryn thinks Nightmare. That's definitely a possibility.
I don't even know how that's there. Where's the connection with Nightmare?
Besides being in the credits, I really don't see much, connection with him. The little helmet in the credit scene. But other than that, I haven't seen much about Nightmare.
Yeah. No, that was Grim Reaper.
Yeah, Grim Reaper was in the credits.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
As far as Nightmare, Mephisto's such a big bad. I don't see them just spending that right away. I would think they would have him send a henchman. And when I think underworld, henchy level guys that would work for Mephisto,
Pandemonium,
Nightmare would be one. That would make a lot of sense. And of course, McCracken. Look at you guys. McCracken's on it, dude. So I want to get back this. So who do you guys think will be the surprise Luke Skywalker like cameo ending? Magneto, Professor X, Cumberbatch. Personally, I think it's going to be Doc Strange.
But we already know that's coming. Like they've already said that he will appear in this. So like, if it's going to be a Luke Skywalker-esque cameo, it's someone that hasn't been confirmed and that there's been no set reveals or anything. Like the whole Evan Peters thing, there was set leaks and stuff like that. I hope that's not the Luke Skywalker-esque cameo. And I don't actually know if Elizabeth Olsen confirmed that. I think that was more of whoever was interviewing her put that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oops. So I don't know if there is a Luke Skywalker level person in the MCU. Like part of what made that so big was that I think it's Mary-Kate and Ashley. Yeah,
it probably is.
That's the last thing. That is Nightmare.
That is the last thing that I would expect.
Honestly,
as the detectives in that crap.
You're right. Double Smeagol's for you.
Yeah, Jesus.
Honestly, I think it's Magneto. I mean, that's the only one that can come in.
What about the
young Magneto or old Magneto?
You think old man that Magneto, because he would be the one that would come from the same universe as the new, Quicksilver.
Well, the younger guy was they did when they do Days of Future Past or whatever. He was
Yeah, but have you noticed that the Quicksilver in the Marvel universe has not aged throughout the episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, from just like all of them, none of them aged. I mean, you look at Beast, he goes from being the same character in every episode to turn into Kelsey Grammer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's clearly the best one, John. I mean, come on. Kelsey Grammer, really? It's the best. He's the best. Politician, super smart, hangs upside down, wears a suit. Damn. That's my man.
Like,
that is my beast.
The Quicksilver throughout the ages, it started out in the 70s to the 80s to the 90s. He was all played by the same character. So there was no aging in there.
I don't think he appeared in the 60s. I think he was just in the late 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, but even still, though, I mean, like, is this the Luke Skywalker S? Is that what this is? This is the crossover. Is this like that giving us an opportunity to get to the mutant side of stuff? You know what I mean? I mean, is that what we're saying? Is that what's going to be to help us cross that road for that?
If you take the Quicksilver coming from a multiverse type situation, then the only reason he would come from the multiverse is if they're bringing in Magneto from that same type of situation. But I'm saying, they say this is our parents, but what our parents from my universe is Magneto and, his mother from the movie. So maybe they're trying to bring that into, this universe to bring in the mutants, because if they convinced her that her parents are the ones that got blown up by the bomb, well, Strucker is the one that convinced them of that. Maybe that was all because Strucker knew that Magneto was their actual father.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, dude. I mean, like I said, Kyle's right here. You think Strucker brainwashed them, and they weren't really trapped in that bomb.
Yeah.
Magneto's their father, and the sun just ramped up or awakened their powers. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I think we're all pretty much on board that Magneto is probably going to be the guy. We know that Magneto can easily be. Yep, a little bit of Fassbender. You got to say it like you're German, bro. Fassbender. I don't even know if that's right. I'm doing it. I'm going with it. And of course, Darcy mentioned the Quicksilver, being, recast. Are the X-Men movies from another universe? I mean, I here's the thing. I think the smart version is to go and merge. I mean, of course, I think we all think that. You know what I mean? And that might be the direction where we go. We might actually get to see the recasted Quicksilver, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so this is what I got so far, guys. I got these names up there: Tyler, Chris, Nick, Justin, Kyle, John, and Bryn. If there is anybody else that is watching that wants to get on this wheel, we're going to do the first giveaway for this Mighty Avengers #1 first appearance of Monica Rambeau as Spectrum. So I will, I'll give, maybe like a couple more minutes for people to chime in, and if they want their name added to the list.
So we're going to have that like awkward quietness waiting for that.
No, I mean, just go ahead.
Here we go.
Jeff Schultz. All right, let me add you.
I think it's a good time to talk about upcoming giveaways too. Now we have more stuff at different tiers, right?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. So what I didn't even bring that book back here. I've been keeping it in the shop. The last thing I'm going to do is bring it here
and the dog destroys it or something, right?
Yeah, my German Shepherd Thanos. His version of snapping shit is eating it. So
yeah, well, so for tonight, I decided I'm gonna just go ahead and do all 3 books. I was gonna do 150, 175, and 200. I got too many books. I'm just going to do another 3 books or whatever. Once we get Phoenix up to 175, I'll do a couple more books. I think if we can get Phoenix up to 200, go ahead and let them know what you're wanting to give away there, Becker.
I've already dropped it off to Rick, as he said at the shop.
It's at the shop where it's
Is
safe.
it ASM 47 or 46? I always get those ones confused, but it's the first appearance of Shocker.
Yep.
I think it's 46.
Yeah, so an ASM 46, if we can get Phoenix Comics up to 200 subscribers on the YouTube channel, they don't even, I mean, just freaking get your friends, get your families, share the YouTube channel for Phoenix Comics just out on your social media. Get them up to 200, and we'll do another giveaway at 200 subscribers for ASM 46, the first appearance of Shocker.
And it's not the Shocker; it's just Shocker.
It's just Shocker.
Shocker.
For future reference, because I just want to point out that particular character isn't known for two in the goo, one in the poo.
Wow.
All right. So we will go ahead and do. I haven't seen any new names after Jeff Schultz, so we will go ahead and do the giveaway for Mighty Avengers #1, first appearance of Monica Rambeau as Spectrum. So good luck to everybody.
Oh, wait, hey, you know what? I need to make like some sounds for that. I think like
Chris
some actual
Eaton,
sounds.
Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations, Chris.
Just what? Oh my god!
You can either
Pretty sad, actually.
Yeah. You can either message me on Facebook or whatnot, or I could probably get your info from Rick. I'm sure Rick has your info, and I will shoot this out to you. Yep.
Yeah. No doubt. Of course, Mr. McCobb does say that he will give away one of your books if we get to 500 subscribers. So that's actually a goal. So
What a nice guy.
Look at that, Silk the Shaka from No Limit Soldiers. That's right, bringing back the 90s.
Oh, No Limit.
Look at that.
You're gonna give someone the Shocker. All right, so we saw Quicksilver, right? We saw Pietro show up at the door. The interesting part about that was who brought him there. I have my guess on who brought him there, because Wanda even says, like, I don't know who. I'm not doing that. I don't know who it is at the door. I'm not doing that. And so I have my guess about who's doing that. But do you guys have any guesses?
I
think
personally don't. She's probably doing it. She's probably thinking about it herself. And yeah, you're right. I mean, I agree with John. Actually, I think she's doing it. I think she does everything. I think she's doing all this shit. I think she's doing all of it. You know what I mean? She, like, one emotion, like, gears up one other thing. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, like, we have this, insert character here. I mean, I can't.
Agatha comes to mind.
Yeah, that's a good
point. I think it's Wiccan again.
You think it's Wiccan? Because she told him about her brother.
Because they were just having that conversation about her brother, and then he probably, that's why it's not the same brother, because he doesn't know. And so she sees,
he just reached
how
out
sad she is,
and pulled in whatever he could get.
Correct.
I like that theory. I'm going to endorse it.
Yeah.
That actually sounds like something that could be possible, because he was trying to, go through this grief that she was just talking about.
Right.
How else does he help his mother but bring back her brother that he doesn't know who he is, but he knows what his name is, and if he has the same type of ability to rewarp everything, maybe he just said, "Hey, universe, give me, Pietro," and that's who he brought in.
Yep.
Right. That makes sense. Now, we were talking about getting Vision's body and stuff like that, and then Tyler Alexander pretty much says the footage does show her going by herself to get Vision's body. I must have missed that.
Yeah,
she was by herself.
You're saying you missed the footage?
I guess I did. I don't remember that. I don't know.
Yeah, so that was whenever they were giving the brief, when Wu was giving the brief or whatever, and Hayward, pipes in and says, "No, like this is what she just did 9 days ago or 8 days ago or whatever." Where right after
which means he wasn't telling Rambo everything.
right,
Right.
which is why Monica was just kind of like, she kind of gave him the what the fuck look, like.
He's definitely up to something. I don't know if he's a nefarious like magic user or something, or devil level guy, but
he
sucks.
He is a federal employee, so I mean, clearly he's probably a douche of some sort.
Right. Never trust anyone who works for the federal government. You don't, You don't shake hands with somebody who.
No, because there's clearly a pee-pee in their hand just recently. Yeah, that's no doubt. No, I get it. Now, Jeff Schultz says,
I can't remember.
Did you guys remember the story? I love that story of high school that had to recall their yearbook from the prom queen to the chess club. Did the shocker? That's awesome.
That.
That's freaking genius.
I do remember that.
I do not.
So, the other interesting part is, Vision coming to the realization of kind of what's happening.
Yeah, there's been a buildup of that though.
Like, you get that standoff, right? You get that standoff where he like has enough.
That is my favorite part. I've been waiting till we talked about the standoff. Yeah. I almost thought that was better than the cameo at the end.
I agree. Because
when they both go up in the air, I'm like, ah.
Well, because he asserts himself.
Yeah,
he raises first. First. He's like, you have no control over me. And then she goes, don't I? Which I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Building up the energy, man.
When he said, you have no control over me, she was like, oh, I don't? Like, she knew she did.
Yeah, that was like the 80s sitcom version of what, bitch?
Yeah.
I know you guys wanted to be talking about that, that in general, but they're talking about Jeff Schultz was talking about is the missing person Dottie, and then of course, we're forgetting a very
you're
powerful
talking about Baron Mordo.
What?
Mordo.
Oh, Mordo. Yeah. Okay.
You just said it. Yep. Mordo from the Doctor Strange movie.
Well, I mean, you got Mordo or Dormammu, really? Well, I think we talked about that in the first episode, didn't we? We talked about Dormammu.
Right.
Dormammu's sister.
I don't know if Mordo makes sense. Why would he? Well, I mean, he doesn't want any more magic users. Scarlet Witch is kidnapped a town. He might want to try to take her power. I just don't know if he could. Even with the Wand of Watum or whatever he's got, I think he gets handled.
Mm-hmm.
I know we talked about Dormammu's sister, too.
Yeah.
Maybe being part of this.
What is her name? Sally?
Every week we do this.
Urgan?
I'm not even.
Yeah, we Google it. We have to Google it because we don't even have.
Somebody just needs to write this on a sticky note.
Yeah.
Put it on their computer.
Listen, you know what? I'm saying we're going with Sally. We're just going to call her Sally.
Anyway, it could possibly be her because she's trying to free Dormammu from the endless loop in the multiverse or whatever that Doctor Strange has got him in.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, I enjoy thoroughly.
Yeah.
You know.
So Jeff, he says it would be interesting to find out who Ralph is. Dude,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
I'm gonna
right.
tell you
She's
what.
always referencing Ralph.
Yeah, and she got freaky with it this past week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was all,
Yeah.
talking about getting it on and what's not.
Yeah, well, she had a little bit of back that thing up or whatnot there. I mean, I think you're right. Yeah, I mean, we're starting to get into
Umar.
Umar, I knew it was something with a U.
Umar, did you Google that shit?
I had to.
All right.
It's gonna drive me nuts all night again.
So I still think that's a
Every
possibility
week
for
we
Dottie.
have
Yeah, I still think that's a possibility for Dottie.
Well, it is what it is. I don't personally think that there's any kid Dormammu from the hit comic Strange Academy. And I'm still baffled. I own a comic book shop, and I'm still baffled how that's a hit comic book.
it's good.
Oh, I'm sure it's good, but I don't.
It's good, but so is X-Men Academy and Avengers Academy, and
Well, Avengers Academy was awesome.
Academy,
New
right?
Warriors.
But it never had this type of hype.
Yeah, right. You guys don't think Ralph is Mephisto, though, do you? I mean, I think we pretty much agree that Mephisto is involved in this shit, right? Are you looking for pictures that?
Right behind my shoulder is a page from Avengers Academy.
No, I liked Avengers Academy. I'm just saying, this is nothing new. They've done this thing before. And where's
they've
that?
done it all before.
Well, where's that panned out though? Where's Avengers Academy panned out?
We're not thinking about that's the mailman. If you notice,
That's where
the
those kids
mailman
come
is
from.
always making these weird comments saying,
Yeah, that
"Hey,
was weird." As they
your
walked,
mom, she's not gonna let him get away."
yeah.
But he always makes those. He did the same thing in the other episode with the bang bang type thing with Agnes.
Yeah, that
he
was
makes
really
comments
really
that are
weird.
kind of. He knows more than what's going on than it lets on. Maybe he's Mephisto.
There's always a chance, Kyle.
There's always a chance. That's right. You're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kyle Benton says there's a 0 chance of Mephisto. We've all been leaning toward Mephisto. Mephisto makes almost the best sense to me personally. And Kyle Benton did follow up with obviously the mailman always knows. That's right, man.
100%. 100%.
That or the milkman.
Yeah. Those kids don't look
They
like
always
Vision. That's all
deliver.
I'm saying. Those kids don't look like Vision.
That's what I'm saying.
Nope.
And that mailman.
I love the Quicksilver comment about who's the popsicle.
Yeah.
Was it just because of his color scheme, or was it because he knew that he was supposed to be dead?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I wonder because he's obviously not. Pietro is not under control by Wanda, so I'm wondering because of that if he actually sees what Vision really looks like right now. That he's
a big
dead.
Gray thing with the chunk missing out of his head.
Because if Wanda has nothing to do with Pietro being there, didn't bring him there, has no control over him, then
can he see through the illusion?
Yeah.
But inside the hex, we don't know if maybe Vision can exist inside the hex. There's no rules here. It's not necessarily just a hologram for her benefit.
Right. Well, we do see that he escapes the hex in a future episode. There is a promo.
And then he turns into the husk. I think, right? In that little clip.
I don't know if he actually turns into anything. We just see him we see him opening up the hex, going to the outside world.
Right.
Yeah. I've seen pictures where it made it look like he still had the dent in his head when he came out. He kind of fell to his knees.
Yeah.
So
when she rescued,
live without it.
Right. And what were you saying, Mike?
Corpse, when she stole his the leftovers, They had them all taken apart John Byrne style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they call that extra parts. That it's really not a
We don't need
corpse.
this.
It's like extra parts. Really, it's just like when you have an extra car, it's like the same car, but you pull parts off that car because those parts are still good. It's like it's Avengers. You wrench it.
You wrench.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Kyle just says, yeah, he just hits his knees. So maybe there's there's something after that to where he does start to de-evolve or whatever.
Yeah, or realize he's missing some parts.
Yeah, I got this huge chunk.
Well, I wasn't really saying he was missing parts, but he was taking apart like a really famous. John Byrne really likes to draw wires and machinery. I cannot imagine the detail that goes into those pages. He just has a thing for in the 80s, he just liked to have excuses to draw cyborgs and androids taken apart. And he did it with Vision. And that's how the Vision becomes white.
I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? I mean, any chance you get to draw some, cyborg engine or innards or something
Avengers,
like that.
What is that? Avengers West 42 or 47, something like that.
Yeah.
Rick's got it in the shop for anyone who wants to buy that now key issue, thanks to that. I ran across it the other day. It's a really cool
Rick,
cover.
Kyle's saying to remember your training. What do you know for sure, and who is the obvious suspect?
Here's the thing. Like when I watch these or whatnot, like that's what I'm always constantly doing. I'm like trying to read the situation. So this is what I'm going to tell you. That
this
the
isn't
Hayward
real
guy,
life. It's
right.
fucking Hollywood. So they're not going to go off of. Like,
you don't see everything. Like I don't see the off camera, stuff. And obviously, nicely, Kyle Benton's trying to sell that shit or whatever. Let me know or whatnot. We'll send it over to Bob Hall too, so I have him sign it. So here's the deal or whatnot. The Hayward guy or whatnot, he's being purposely portrayed in a way that is is it weird? I'm sorry, I almost dropped the F-bomb. Sorry about that. It is really weird. So clearly, obviously, you know what I mean? We know that something's up. You know what I mean? He's got like this kind of like we used to bang long ago kind of vibe going on or whatnot, and he don't want nobody to know. So, I mean, like maybe it is because, he has some kind of nefarious connection with, Wanda and Vision, and she knows it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just keep on feeling like something is super. Oh, yeah. I think there's a couple of things that are like, really weird about that guy. And I think he's going to be a definitely connection. Ralph, dude. I'm telling you, whatever Ralph is, whoever Ralph is some kind of part that's being played. Whatever Ralph is, that's going to be an issue. Whether it's Mephisto, huh?
I hope they never show him. It's like Vera in Cheers, the unseen character it'll be so sitcom-y if they do it that way.
Right. Yes. But then again, we go back to the marketing version of that. And I think the marketing version is the very foundation and the basis that we should be looking at. Damn dogs.
I can market that idea. I'll sell an empty pop box with Ralph written on the bottom and WandaVision written on the top. I'm saving money on the cost per unit. And I will sell empty boxes for $10 a pop at Comic-Con.
Well, I mean, and you know what? Some nerd will come and buy that shit from you.
Hell yes, they will. Lots of people.
You're damn right.
It's an exclusive. Boom, out the
door. It's done.
Put that little SDCC exclusive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'll do the photoshopping for that for you. Split it 50-50.
Do you know who started the company Funko?
No, I had no idea.
Mike Becker.
Oh. That's why you always have money.
I told the Mike Becker story? We'll save that for a night.
We'll need the Mike Becker story. So Jeff says PTSD.
I went up to a sign that said Mike Becker because I was like, "Is somebody looking for him?" Got some really cool comps, but no, they were not looking for me.
I would have been looking for you because they don't know how much you know.
Yeah, Mike Becker started Funko, sold it for millions.
Well, listen, with the $1 million that you made or whatnot, I mean, you're more than welcome to buy a comic book shop. It's always
if you see that Mike Becker, he looks smart and he's thin and he reads books and does stuff.
Oh yeah, you know what? And let me segue back to this marketing thing because I'm happy with the Mike Becker that we have. Very much, thank you. I think all the way is that the situation. I think Doctor Strange is going to definitely be part of it because we got a movie coming out. That's just happening. I don't think we're going to see Reed Richards because for some reason we can't even cast a good Reed Richards, and we couldn't pull a Fantastic Four movie out of our ass.
John Krasinski.
He should be. He should be.
John Krasinski as Reed Richards.
Oh yeah,
the internet will make this happen.
Yeah, it needs to make it happen because I think it'll be an amazing Reed Richards. But they better make, Invisible Woman hotter than donut grease. That needs to happen too. So anyway, like I said, I think marketing wise or whatnot, Doctor Strange for sure. You know what I mean? The Hayward guy, I haven't really put two and two together with him. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Wiccan definitely for sure is moving stuff around. I don't know the connection. Why I know the connection. I have an idea of the connection, but I don't know for sure. I personally think we're going to see Ralph. You know what I mean? And actually, Kyle, I have to be honest with you. They should just use his wife, Emily Blunt. She's not bad looking either. And further moving on is that also, Kyle, you're right. These shows and movies aren't for the long-time comic fans. They don't make these things for the Mike Beckers or the Mike Becker advised. They make these things so that, you're sitting at home or whatnot, and you get sucked into this because you know the characters from the Avengers movies because that's why you're watching it in the first place. So no matter what character we're going to see something that either connects to movies that are coming up or there is faint connections of current Avengers or post Avengers or whatever it is. You know what I mean? And I know for a fact that I had read some kind of weird theory about Vision and Captain America replacing all the stones and making everything right in the first place. So I mean, I can't say that we won't get a cameo Captain America from Winter Soldier and Falcon, and I can't say that we won't even see those two characters in WandaVision. Why wouldn't we? You know what I mean? So like I said, I think that whatever we're looking at right now, we're looking at we need to be looking at the marketing side and not so much what the comic books say and stuff like that. And quite frankly, I know that we keep on seeing Mephisto, pop up, but I just don't even think that's the direction we're gonna want to go. And hey, John, man, hey, listen, be safe, brother. Have a good night.
Yeah, well,
Later, man. Thanks for popping in, bro.
Thank you, man.
All right. So wait, do you want Jim Halpert to be Mr. Fan? Oh my God, dude, he kills me, man.
Dwight could be the mad thinker.
Yeah. Yeah, other than the Crimson Bolt.
Yeah.
Jesus. Jeff Malott brings up, and I saw an earlier comment. I can't remember who said it. I think it was Jeff Schultz, but they were talking about the Lagos commercial, and they kind of made it look like a brownie commercial, or brownie, the quicker picker upper. But Lagos is the site where Scarlet Witch in Civil War at the beginning, when Scarlet Witch kills all of those people
in the hotel, yeah.
And so that was Lagos. And so once again we're seeing this traumatic experience play out in an ad or a commercial during the show, right? The first one we saw was it was the watch, right? Wasn't that the first commercial?
Yeah,
Hydra.
We've seen a Hydra watch. We've
saw the
seen
Stark.
Hydra soap.
Right, we saw the Stark toaster.
Yep, Stark toaster. And we've seen the Lagos. And the line from it was, when you need to push away your mistakes or something, or clean up your mistakes.
Yeah. So I think we're constantly seeing all of the bad stuff that has happened in her life are playing out as commercials within the show. And that's kind of like, maybe she's like explaining why she created this. Like it's in the commercials. She's explaining why. Man, what's going on? I think
sorry,
that's the color he likes.
I was sticking with the colors, and like every time I did it was like, God, that's bright, dude.
I was like having a seizure there for a second. I was like, oh,
I
just figured Rick was getting like bored or something. He's getting edgy.
Yeah. Listen, I have ADD, dude. I've got to be like jacking around with something. I was paying attention. I was just like, let me pick some colors, and clearly it wasn't working out, dude.
You're the kid that flips the lock in and out of the car on the road trip, aren't you?
I'm the one that you bring like activities for. You know what I mean?
Just get them a little workbook.
Yeah, no, like everybody else is like, could clearly sit quietly in the road trip, and I'm the one going, I brought Rick some coloring books and his Game Boy, and like it's a whole backpack full of like shit to do. That's me. Clearly that's me. It's bad. I'm sorry. So anyway,
so Jeff's talking about the tiger that was placed on the table. It was like at the center of the table whenever they had the dog or whatever, and Agnes came in with the dog house, whatnot. There was a tiger, like a statue of a tiger or whatever, that was sitting in the center of the table. And I was watching a video. I can't remember a video on YouTube or whatever where they were talking about it.
Shang-Chi.
And so it could be Shang-Chi. I also was. They were talking about whenever Agnes was. Whenever Agnes was taking care of the babies when they were still babies or whatever.
For like 3 minutes.
What's that?
For like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
They were babies for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. But she sprayed lavender around the area, and it was referencing
that's because Ralph likes it.
That it was supposed to keep lavender is supposed to keep evil away, and it's also supposed to be like something to do with tigers or whatever. But like this could be another thing that they're foreshadowing. Like she sprayed the lavender to try and keep evil away, and the evil is represented by the tiger or something like, I don't know. I was trying to follow it. I couldn't really.
I'm down with that. I mean, if she keeps on making those movements, dude, I mean, but Tiger, she ain't got to worry about no tiger.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh,
Rick.
Oh, Ricky. Oh, Ricky.
So far, I like that he stops himself. I apologize. I almost said the F word. But before that and after that, he has said shit and talked at length about the shocker.
Right.
Not the F word, kids.
Listen, it's all about the verbiage. It's the verbiage. It's solely the verbiage. I'm so sorry.
All right. So I've added. I saw Quentin popped in here, so I went ahead and added him. I saw Jeff Malott, so I added him to the wheel. I think we're gonna do the Thor 4 second printing.
Great book.
Yeah. So first, Black Winter, if you will, as his entity form.
Oh shit! Hey, Shelly Forbes just entered.
Oh, absolutely not. Let me get Shelly added to the list. And once again, this is because Phoenix Comics YouTube page got up to 150 subscribers. We set that as our first goal. I think they're at 153 or 150.
I think it was like 154 or whatever.
Yeah. So if we can get them up to 200, we'll give away some more books. So make sure you go to Phoenix Comics on their YouTube page, you subscribe to it, and then you share that out, and tell people to go and subscribe to the page, because once we get to 200, I'll give away 3 more books, and they're going to be better than this. And then
do it.
Mike Becker is giving away an ASM 46, the first appearance of Shocker. And then once we go higher, we go to 250. I'll even up it. I'll do better books, bigger books as giveaways. So as we progressively go along, the books will get better and better. But we need more subscribers so that I can give those books away. And
So
these are my personal books, guys. Like,
I just watching the wheel spin so much. I was actually just now looking for any book within reaching, and I was going to add it to it, but everything sitting next to me is, I'm sorry, more money than I'm willing to give away right now.
Right, exactly.
Just the fact that you were thinking about us, Mike, the all-knowing Mike Becker.
Well, this is the book that's closest to me right now, and it's the first appearance of Betsy Braddock.
Yeah,
that is like, definitely nope.
Yeah,
nope.
That would be like maybe a 5,000 subscriber giveaway,
right?
Possibly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it would definitely be
big time. All right, so
I'll give it.
We want to give it a couple more minutes, or
all right. So hey, before we do this, let's just go ahead and clear Wonder Man right now. Brent says, could we see Wonder Man before this is over? And I think absolutely not. No. I don't. And here's the thing. I don't think it's.
He doesn't want it to happen, so he's against us, Bryn.
Oh my God!
I'm not saying that I don't want to see it.
You literally said that last week.
I did. I don't think it fits into this storyline, though. Maybe if that would have started out how.
Listen, I'm sorry that I want Nathan Fillion to have work at all times. Like, I just want the guy to have work just dumped upon him. For Dr. Horrible sing-along blog alone, that man is awesome. But then you put in Firefly and all the other great stuff. I'm out here campaigning for Nathan Fillion.
You know what? Here's the thing. I will be the guy that backs you up campaigning for the guy. I'm also a big fan.
We appreciate your support.
Yeah, I got you. No, I appreciate you more than anything. You don't even know. You're an amazing human being. You don't know.
All right. So I think we are ready. I'm gonna give this book away. This is Thor 4 second printing. You got Galactus and Black Winter there on the cover. So good luck to everybody.
Spin that wheel.
Let's spin that wheel.
I'm a wheel watcher. I'm a wheel watcher.
Oh,
look,
Mr.
my man Lang.
John Lang.
John Lang.
Nice.
He literally just popped out of here, bro. You got to still be in the show or what?
I know, and he just popped out. No, we'll go ahead and as long as he was in the show and he commented and everything, he tuned in.
Oh,
he was here for a good 55 minutes, so I'm not going to hold that against him.
No doubt. Okay, and I got a lot of really good comments coming through or whatnot. So do we got a couple more books we're going to go through?
No, we'll talk a little more, and then the last book at the end of the show that we'll give away is this one. This is Venom 25, Greg Horn, exclusive. This was his own exclusive that he did, and it's got Virus there on the cover. First appearance of Virus. So we'll give that away at the end of the show. That'll be the last. That'll be the last book that we do, and then maybe if we can get up to 200 subscribers, we can do some more fun next week. I don't know,
no doubt.
That's a tall challenge right there. If we can go from 154 to 200 in a week next week, I'll give away 5 books next week if we can.
It needs to happen. You guys need to get out there and shake your tail feather and get us some subscribers, dude. Get after it. Yeah. I didn't say the A word, Mike. You knew I was.
The A word.
All right. So, Psylocke.
Language.
Sorry. God, I'm never gonna live that down. So is Psylocke confirmed? I don't
No,
remember.
he's talking about that comic book I had.
Oh,
The first Betsy Braddock, and he said, "Oh wow, Psylocke."
Yeah.
Who Betsy Braddock later becomes.
Becomes Psylocke.
And is now a confirmed magic user.
Yeah, so I was like, what did I miss? Holy shit. Bryn also said something about mentioned the reference towards Grim Reaper. I think we talked about that a little earlier in the show.
Episode 2, there was in the credits scene, there was a picture of his helmet in the pipes.
Yeah, in the pipes. Okay, so let's see here. Obviously, Kyle Benton's still sending us, trying to sell us books. Oh, Jesus. See, he's still trying to sell me books. Oh, my God. All right. No, I'm not buying the damn books. I'm telling you. Hey, speaking of which, though, I had some pretty cool McFarlane Spider-Man books coming today on a collection.
Nice.
So you guys will see those. I had to be honest with you. Very rarely does a collection come in where I'm like, that might not make it out to the show.
Ooh.
Yeah, like
the McFarlane Spider-Man series or ASM?
ASM, like yeah. So I'll show them to you. It's cool. Yeah. One's still. Let me just say that one is still in the package.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's totally dig it. How do we get to Berserker, dude?
So I was gonna move on. I think we've beaten WandaVision into the
one thing
tonight.
I wanted to say about WandaVision. I thought it was cool that they did, I don't know if you'd call it bow to pressure from multiple sources in the industry and on Twitter, but if you've noticed this week, they changed the credits, and
they're giving
Stan
credit
and
to the
and Roy and John Buscema now get individual credit for creating the characters of Wanda Maximoff and Vision.
That's awesome. I guess
having it in the big blob, I wish they would do it at the beginning, but yes, I do think it's important to remember the people who created these characters and make sure they get the credit. Even more, it's sometimes more important than even just getting the money. Like, they need to get the credit too.
Right. I absolutely agree. And I was kind of talking about like the books and the history of the books and the histories of the stories and stuff like that. I mean, thanks to nostalgia, these movies and shows and everything like that are able to finally happen. And these guys are, old or past and everything else like that, to actually see these things come to life, like actually see them come to life. And I got to say that, like, if I was, somebody that created these characters and wrote these stories, I think I'd like to be recognized for the fact that like, or at least my family members, even recognize it, like, hey, dude, my dad created, Vision or Scarlet Witch or whatever. I think that in and of itself, I think that's important. I absolutely agree. I think that's a good call for sure.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done distracting now.
Well, I'm how I am, man. I personally, like I said, when it comes to the books and stuff, I see it as our history, and I think that's important. I don't even think that's a distraction.
And if you wanted to be real nitpicky, the character Vision, Roy Thomas is anybody who's a fan of him knows, loves to draw heavy on Golden Age characters. And the Vision is a little bit of a tip of the hat to a really old Jack Kirby, Joe Simon character named the Vision, that had a really high collar. I'm looking at the picture behind Rick, so had very similar features, but more of an alien head, and turned into smoke, I think. My Golden Age knowledge is not the best.
I find that unbelievable.
Golden Age knowledge.
I find that highly unbelievable. I kind of feel like that's your smoke and mirrors. Like, you just kind of like make us not
that's
think
my
that
Mysterio.
you're perfect at knowing comic books and stuff like that. I think you just come out and be like, oh, I'm not sure, but because you're probably looking at it at the other wall.
I don't know. There's a lot I don't know.
Nah. Mm-mm. I call poo-poo.
Poo-poo.
All right, man. So you had the Berserker up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we ought to at least touch on the Berserker. And
Yeah,
I got to be honest with you guys. I probably got a couple
news.
more minutes. Yep.
Yeah, I was just going to talk some comic news real quick. So they were saying that Berserker had sold over 600,000 copies, right? So FOC was this past Monday. And
you're right.
Yeah,
Kyle.
So they were saying that it is the best-selling comic since Marvel's Star Wars 2015 #1. I think that one went to like 6 or 7 different printings for Star Wars #1.
So okay, so let's just even talk about this right off the gate. 675,000 print. On this particular book alone. This book goes up to 2 different 1 in 25s, 2 different 1 in 50s, a 1 in 100, a 1 in 200, a 1 in 500, and a 1 in 1,000 that was actually signed by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Keanu, and not the small cat from the Key and Peele movie, actually Keanu Reeves from The Matrix. Yeah. So there you go.
What's the over under?
Keanu Reeves from Parenthood.
Oh yeah, that's right. The one with the nudie magazines. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's your over under on how many of these will be returned out of the 600,000?
Seriously?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are actually looking forward to this book.
I agree. I don't think 600,000 are looking forward to this book.
No, absolutely not. And here's the thing. I think
100,000. I would say 100,000 people are actually looking forward to this book, and that I think is a good number. I think you're gonna see well over 400,000, 450,000 copies returned.
I can't hit 1 million. Jesus. I agree. Actually, I think you're right. I think this is going to be one of those books that
will be everywhere.
Yeah, it'll be everywhere. Everybody will have one. Everybody will have some exclusive. Everybody will have the 1 in 100s or 200s, the 500s.
I plan on buying them in bulk and using them to insulate a house.
You could do that. You could do that, and it would be Berserker Fied, I believe, is the proper syntax. Of how you would use that particular product for that. I personally think so. Yeah. So I would say the story is going to be good. I think this is going to be a fun book and everything like that. But I honestly think that as far as like the #1 is concerned, come #2, it's going to die. And I can tell you by the pre-orders of #2 already that #1 is a little high. And #2 is like, I guess nobody else wanted #2 at all.
Yeah. It's going to be a huge drop off from 1 to 2.
And you know what's funny is that some of my speckers that order are on #2. And if you're a specker and you're watching, clearly there's a reason why, because it's going to be a lower print run come #2, because everybody has blown their wad, if you will. And you can take it however you want, Mike Becker. But all day money is gone, and I think that lower print run on number 2 is going to be. That's going to probably be the spec book, not number 1.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Shazam.
So,
Was
actually,
reading that.
Bleeding Cool was the first one to report on this, and then Bendis came out and said that rumors suck, and I think a DC editor came out and said they don't know what they're talking about. But Bleeding Cool stands behind. This is a CBR article denouncing what Bleeding Cool said. But the original one was that Black Adam's name is going to change to Shazam during the what is it? Infinite
Frontier.
Oh,
yeah,
Infinite Frontier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like some shit, really. And sorry.
Yeah,
it's a bad word.
Infinite Frontier Zero. They're saying that that this is not true, right? So this article is saying that it's not true, and that Bendis, appeared to allude to the Shazam rumors on Twitter, posting rumors are stupid. When asked if fans would also be getting Shazakwaman, Bendis replied, "We are now," with a smiley face.
Okay, hey, and I know we've already moved on to whatever that is. And Kevin and Nuffer, Berserker number 1 is the next X-Men, and I think he's referring to the all new X-Men number 1, which is like volume a lot. And that's
X-Men number 1. The Jim Lee, Chris Claremont from 91. 90, whatever.
Yeah.
So would you guys agree that's going to be on the same level?
I don't know that.
No, I think that one had well over 1 million copies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that book went. Yeah, it was like 1 point.
Isn't that the most printed book of all time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it may make like the most printed book of all time, but I don't know if it will stand up to. Okay, yeah, they are talking about the Jim Lee, Chris Claremont cover. I here's the thing, it's going to get up there. I mean, by all means, I think it's definitely going to be a highly sold book, but I don't think that I know I wouldn't mind a X-Men number 1 in my collection as opposed to a Berserker number 1 in my collection.
I just don't think you're going to see
30 years later.
I just don't think you're going to see as many of those. I think I'm for real. X-Men 1 wasn't returnable. That's why you still see all of those copies out there.
Mm-hmm.
This book
is fully returnable.
It's fully returnable. So
Kyle, why don't you join this show? I just want to hear you speak.
I think he's more of a keyboard tough guy, dude. He's a keyboard tough guy. That's how come you not join the show. He's talking all that mad stuff or whatnot, like from behind that keyboard. That's what that is.
So here's the original, or here's one of. This isn't the original article. I'm sorry, but this is another article. It's from Rich Johnson, who wrote the original article. But he's talking about this, and he's actually going to show us in a panel. So right here, you see Shazam, and Superman says Shazam. Shazam was here. No. Shazam, no. And then they show you a picture on their phone, and they say Shazam. He has been protecting us all. So, even though DC came out and said no, we're not changing his name, this guy got a preview of Infinite Frontier Zero, the retailer, preview, and it clearly states in the book that they are well, at least the people are. Now, whether or not this sticks, I don't know, but the people in the panels are referring to Black Adam as.
Somebody get this guy a link.
It's on. It's sending. Here we go. There you go. Okay. I know we're still talking about Shazam. And I want to make sure at least I reference Lennon Poole's comment. We didn't get a chance to really touch on that. So what's the thoughts on the Netflix universe coming to the MCU? As far as we know, that Charlie Cox is the only one that's actually coming to the MCU. There's never actually
been the only one that does.
I agree, and I think that as much as I like Barenthal as the Punisher, I don't think.
I'd probably bring him along for the ride too, and maybe Mike Coulter. But they can keep Iron Fist and Jessica Jones.
No, they could go. They should just throw that away all the way around. Anyway, Lennon, hopefully you're still watching. I just want to make sure I touch on that, and I didn't want to think that we, didn't talk about, your cool comment or whatnot. Did this dude no shit like his? Oh my God, here we go. Comics for sale. What's up, buddy?
Oh, I have to turn it sideways.
Yeah, there you go.
There we are.
What's up?
Hey,
welcome to the party.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
We like to refer to this as the Thunderdome.
Get my camera.
You're killing the comments. My favorite comments.
Yeah. All right, so James Tynion came out and said that he's introducing 2 new characters. The first one being this Miracle Molly.
That just looks awful.
So this character is very loud. She's at about a 12 right now, and I think maybe needs to turn it down. Like, you got pink and the fucking green leopard and green hair, and
so I just want to point out that that's clearly something that someone from our generation would say to someone from her generation, is to turn that shit down. I do want to point that out clearly. And you know what? She's just trying to be her, man.
I get it.
Live in the now.
Why don't you accept?
Yeah, accept her. Jeez.
I mean, I'm sure that this is what people our age now thought of, like, when I thought the New Warriors was like amazing new book. There's like, oh my God, or New Mutants and Cable. Like, why is everybody at shoulder pads?
Kyle wanting to comment right now. You talk about internet gas and safe space and.
Listen, I ordered 100 copies of New Warriors #1, and I'm never gonna get them.
I'm pretty disappointed as well.
Did you really? Were you going for the Bagley 1 in 100?
I guarantee it was satire. I guarantee it.
I think it was too.
It would have been a humongous spec book.
And the thing is there would have been so many people that would have slept on it and not ordered it because of everything, that after it came out, there would be so many people looking for it.
I was going to order as many copies as Rick would let me order. Seriously.
Did you see the 1 in 100 for that, the Bagley?
I would have.
That thing was awesome.
Oh my God! All right, so Brent Anderson, will Miracle Molly be bullied as a new girlfriend for the Joker, or billed? I guess I thought bullied. I saw what she looked like, and I automatically went straight for bullied. My bad.
Isn't that what Punchline is, though? Isn't that what Punchline is?
No, Punchline's his side piece. This is actually probably going to be his girlfriend. I think that's yeah.
How old is she? And how old is the Joker at this point?
Well, it just really does all depends on what the age of consent is.
Don't be an ageist, all right? Don't be an ageist, all right?
That's ageism, boomer.
Damn it,
Joker.
Yeah. It's the new 2021 thing is ageist.
Of course, Jimmy Balls, he brings it out of left field. Does she have an A-ball hidden in that panty pack? She ain't playing pool, buddy. She ain't playing pool.
All right, so she's gonna.
You don't stay skinny just by doing nothing.
Tinian is, he's kind of trying to play the whole Kate's spec game or whatever, and he's actually calling out, first fulls and shit like that. So he's saying, and he did the same thing with fucking Punchline too, if you remember,
and it worked.
And
it's out the door.
It worked.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's out the door, Mike. It's out the door. You see his face? Thank you very much.
But so he's saying that her first full is going to be in 108, but she is going to be in Batman 106, which FOC is on Sunday, or I'm sorry, next Monday for Batman 106. So if people aren't, you know, I guess staying up on this, then Batman 106 could be a sleeper. I don't know.
Well, I think Batman 106 is definitely going to be a sleeper. I mean, just from looking at polls and everything like that as we are. Obviously, Kevin doesn't think that it's Tinian because she's got no boobies. So there you go. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know how this generation works. I don't know if you're supposed to have big boobies or if you're supposed to hide it. There's a lot of hoodie situations going on. I don't know.
He's also got a new character coming out as another new character. I don't know when she's debuting, but her name's Flatline. So you're gonna have Punchline and Flatline and Miracle Molly and Ghostmaker. Like these,
Wow.
this is who.
Just
this
the
is Tinian.
worst.
Yeah, this is the worst names ever.
Wow.
Well, I mean, hey, Bryn's right though. I mean, that really was the joke. I mean, we everybody lost their minds. Is this like sleeper? Even as a retailer, dude, I was like, I literally was looking at DC like, for real, bro? You gonna do your boy like that? You couldn't have sent me an email and said this was gonna be important? Fuck is wrong with you? And then naturally, like, books that like we would have never ordered heavy on was like the important book. I'm like, that's not okay. And you're right. Like, issue of Villains Arise went to 3 printings. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but like, I'm sure you guys read, the synopsis of that book and went, yeah, I'm good.
No, I accidentally ordered Hell Arisen.
On accident?
I did. Yeah. I thought it was a different book and I checked it. So I got every issue of it at cover.
Yeah, well, that's how Phoenix Comics works. It's cover price there.
You probably got it on Pull Box, didn't you? You probably went to Previews World, put it in your Pull Box, subscribed.
I think it was me coming to Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
But it would have been in your Pull Box.
Yeah, I think it was another company.
Are you going to talk about the Amazing Spider-Man 55?
Oh,
which one?
That is coming up. That is. Hold on, where are we at? That is coming up somewhere.
Kevin said New Union 52.
Real quick. So
don't order books when drunk. Ladies and gentlemen,
for years always thought that there should be like a breathalyzer for my credit card.
Yeah, that should be a thing. Absolutely, Amazon should.
I'm not lying when I say Pull Box is dangerous sometimes.
Bro, it is
very dangerous.
I bet your
so
Pull Box
easy to order.
Incredibly dangerous.
I'm just like, I'm gonna order 5 of those. Why not?
Listen. When our guy, like our shipping guy, like sends me messages in the back and goes, I want to be Keymaster. I want to be him. I totally want to just be him.
I had the same moment. I thought I had a lot of books in the back of Rick's shop there. I thought I had quite the corner, and then I saw PJ's stuff.
Hell no.
I mean, my corner
he's got his own shelf.
Is like morbidly obese. Like it wears a t-shirt when it goes swimming. It sweats when it eats. It's bad.
I have a good amount of disposable income, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well, it is what it is. I can't tell you that I'm not happy about it, but anyway. Now the ASM 55, we've moved to blue. I do want to point out that Wasmer seems to feel like we still have purple, pink.
I'm waiting for the hot pink, and the yellow.
The best is yet to come.
Yeah,
what do you think the best is?
I will only buy one of these, and it's going to be chartreuse.
Chartreuse. Okay. Okay. What color?
Hollow foil.
Hollow foil.
Ooh. Chromium. Bring back chromium.
So what we're doing is some throwback like image foil covers. Is that what we're gonna do?
The inside of the book is horrible, so they're selling it only on the outside, like image, original image.
I mean, there's a lot of that makes a lot of sense. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. It's like You know, it's like meeting that girl in the street. She's crazy hot or whatnot, but when she talks, you know it's shitty. That's where we're at. It's gonna be like, ooh, don't talk. Just let me look at you.
So Gleason, I forgot to shoot it out, but Gleason already did his version of this one. It went on sale today at like 1:00 Eastern, and it sold out within like 30 seconds. At least the ungraded ones.
Okay, hey, so let me just tell you this, okay? When we first got into the comic game, like exclusive covers and stuff like that was crazy hot. And then it like kind of cooled off, mostly because of the creepers or whatnot. But it kind of cooled off. But now, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we lost Benton. We lost him. Hopefully we can get him back. But now all of a sudden, like these artists are doing their own like exclusive covers, and they're not. Oh, hey, you got it. Mighty Ducks 3. Not joking. Well, that's a good movie. I'm gonna have to say it, so be safe, my friend. And I was actually supposed to leave like 15 minutes ago, so here we are. But you know, that's what I'm saying. So now we're getting into the exclusive covers and stuff like that. And honestly, I think it's odd. But you know, like they sell out of these, and the book is like $50.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
And it's coming from his own site too.
Yes.
I just picture Gleason's like wife, like, honey, I want another remodel on the house. He's like, hold on, and he goes into his workshop and he hits 3 buttons on the computer and changes it purple, and then all right, it's on its way. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Gonna make 100,000 off of this one.
Okay, so listen to this. Listen to this. I want to touch on this. This is what I want to touch on most importantly. And if Keymaster, if you could pull my soapbox out for just a second, I'd appreciate it.
Hold on 1 second.
Yep, just pull it on out there. Okay, all right. Now, so
hold on.
$120 for a second print book that has no story whatsoever in it at all. It's just a cover. Is ridiculous. Oh my God. We don't jack up the prices. I think it's stupid to jack up the prices like that. Oh my God, that doesn't even make sense to me. And then for the second print, the 1 in 50 of the 55, like $50. If it's an incentive 1 in 50, it's $50. If it's a 1 in 25, it's $25. These books are meant for everybody to get, not just the dude that's got a bunch of money in his pocket. Only to take that book and flip it. Oh, God, that pisses me off. Sorry. I'll get off my soapbox. Man, I broke a sweat.
Do you feel better about yourself?
No, I wanted to say a lot worse. Damn it. All right.
I get it, man. It's just frustrating to see, like, books should get sold for what's like because something actually cool happened, not because you've changed the color yet again. And don't get me wrong, I thought it was cool the first time I saw it.
Oh yeah,
I'm still off Spider-Man, so I didn't buy any of these. I think I bought the one that I got a heads up on. I bought the Venom one and then immediately gave it to or sold it to somebody that wasn't able to get in on the sale. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for the most part, these hold no interest to me. Right. At this point, my bet, like the only reason I'm still following the story is because I want to see how many times they can do it.
Well, that's where I am. I mean, you know, I'm a retailer, so I'm clearly going to sell the book. But what I'm not going to do is that I'm not gonna put a book out that's clearly $3.99 or $4.99. And like go, hey, by the way, I see that it's $4.99, but we're gonna do $19.99 on it. Thinks it's a fair price. Everybody else is like a little bit more, bro. It's a $4.99 book. It is a $4.99. You can literally order as many as you want. Like I have pull box, you know, for our patrons for a reason. It's you sign up and you literally get to pick the quantity, like you do, and I'll pull them. I tell you what, if you pre-order them, I'll pull them and I'll put a bag of board on them for you.
Hey Rick, when you yelled ridiculous earlier,
Yes, sir.
I think you should change Crazy Ricky deals to Rick-diculous deals.
Hey.
You know what? Because the all-knowing said, "I'm doing it. It's happening."
And the other thing,
so.
like for the incentives and stuff, I mean, you at least allow the market to determine what you're going to sell that for. You know, you go on there and you do auctions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you'll put the 1 in 25 out there for $10 or whatever it's starting, which is a fair price. And then if it goes for higher, it goes for higher. If it doesn't, then, you know, people get it at a good deal.
And here's the thing. I think a lot of people don't understand how important it is to realize that when you open up any kind of business or anything like that, you know what I mean? There's a long game. And a lot of these guys aren't playing the long game. They're not trying to last as long as they possibly can. They're really just trying to make the quick buck. And you know, don't get me wrong, there's always a guy that's going to open up his wallet for that, and that's fine. But the truth of the matter is that you know, you're really not getting a quality, you know, customer or patron out of that. You're getting some guy that's willing to drop the money for, you know, a book. You may not even get that customer to come back, but I mean, you sell a book at cover price because that's what the cover price is. You know, you got a customer literally until the day you go, you know what, tell you what, fuck it, I'm out of this bullshit. You know what I mean? And you move on. And I would much rather make, you know, a customer for life or even a friend out of my patron than just make $50 and not really care what your name is. I don't think that's very good business.
Yep.
Agreed.
You know, so it is what it is. And you know, as far as what Kevin said is that, you know, if he doesn't sell it, he'll just slab it and make more. I'm not even a slab guy. I don't even get that. I do not. You know, I might slab a book that's like, I have like a slabbed book, one. And it means something to me, and I just didn't want to jack up the book.
Yeah,
So,
Kevin, I'm gonna put it out there. It sounds like you might need a new LCS. So I'm gonna say.
yeah.
Agreed.
Hey, listen, you can go to my website right now.
Don't you guys have a pretty good mailing program?
Oh, we do, man. We ship.
I have the first-hand experience of that as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. Nick does a fantastic job. We ship all across the nation, Canada, a couple military bases overseas. You know, even now. So, like I said,
I even order pants from Phoenix Comics.
Yeah, I will ship your pants.
Yeah, he ships them. Ships my pants.
Hey, Rick, I don't know if you caught the last week's show with me and PJ, but we basically just cut Phoenix commercials for like the last 20 minutes.
Keymaster had mentioned that. Yeah, absolutely had mentioned that. So I guess we're moving
here we go.
Here we go.
So did you guys obviously heard about this Immortal Hulk number 43 came out this past week, and the artist Joe Bennett, he had a page on here. This is the panel or whatever, where he's got the Star of David, and he was trying to spell, I don't know if he was trying to or if this was intentional, but it's supposed to be a jewelry store. Instead, it says jewelry or jewelry store.
Only if you imply that the Y is behind her head.
Why is it behind her head?
Well, yeah, but it should be JEWEL, right, for jewelry.
Right. Oh, right. I get the thing, but
yeah. So
I don't know. This reminds me of that a kind of watered down version of the X-Men Gold #1 or whatever it was. Yep. I should have looked up his name. I actually own a sketch from him, and
I have a couple of that book. Just because
his last name is Syed.
Yeah, yeah, Syed. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. While you guys are looking that up or whatnot, and we got a little bit of a lull, let me just tell you this. Have you guys ever seen Snatch?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You like Dags?
You like Diggs?
Yeah,
I like dogs.
I like Dags.
Yeah. So it's tip top, Tummy. Here's the thing. That was a whole movie, literally like built around the fact that Jews owned a jewelry store. Like nobody questioned that. You know what I mean? Like literally, like you had the hardcore Jewish guys, with the little curly dealies and stuff like that. Like that's the real deal, and nobody goes, "Oh, that's not okay." But like he references a jewelry shop that just happened to be, the jewelry history opening scene. Yeah, exactly. But he references a jewelry shop and it'd be like Jewish oriented, and all of a sudden we're mad that we all know that Jewish people own jewelry shops. We also know that they're all actors too. Is that going to be an issue? Do we have to reference that? Is that going to be something that we can't reference anymore?
Ardian Syaf.
Ardian Syaf.
Yeah, he was the X-Wing Gold #1. He was the artist.
Anyway, I have to be honest with you. I read this and I thought, okay, well, this is stupid. I'm going to just keep on moving on. I think that was quite possibly one of the dumbest things that we actually are spending time on.
So here's the thing I want to make a point out of it.
Oh, yeah.
I own some Joe Bennett art. I have a page from Immortal Hulk. I also have a watercolor sketch from Ardian Syaf. And I've not yet to have anyone make a comment on my Joe Bennett page, but I have had people, when I've posted pictures of my art collection, single that out and say, how could you buy that? That guy, he hates, he's anti-Semitic, he's a radical Muslim. And I have to say, when I buy your art, I will never, I can't imagine that I could ever do the research to make sure that I agreed with the politics.
100% of everything that you stand for, right?
Of everything, every artist. I'm well over 200 pieces of art, and that sounds exhausting to try to do an ethical and moral background check on everybody's art I buy. And then to say that I'm going to go through all my comic books and make sure that not a single one of them had anything to do with a bad person,
Here's the thing. I will tell you this. I've only pulled one creator's book off my wall, and it won't go back. And I have to be honest with you. The only reason we did that is because we had firsthand knowledge of a particular incident that occurred, and unfortunately, due to my day job, I was a little bit more privy to information that the average consumer would be, and that was my choice to pull that creator's stuff. More along the lines of I don't want you to make any more money, or anything like that to, try and protect yourself, with legal fees. But after that, to be honest with you, that's not something that I go out looking for. That's definitely not something that I really just at all care that much about. You do you, man. If you write a good story, you do good art or whatnot, and I like it. It is what it is. I'm not just going to turn around and look at, your background and go, huh, well, he doesn't like cheese. And anybody that doesn't like, damn cheese in America that's just not American. I can't support a cheeseless fellow. It's just not, I mean, you've got clearly the best art, you know what I mean? Like Alex Ross, be damned, but you don't like cheese, and that's just a huge problem for me. It's the stupidest damn thing I've ever heard.
It's a point that we've gotten to where you have to agree 100% with someone in order to support them.
With Joe Bennett, it remains to be seen if it'll cost him his career. I doubt it, because it's a little more. I think the other one, there were some issues that with Syaf, he was actually referencing some coded message
in the Quran. He was
Yeah.
referencing stuff in the Quran.
And it was pretty radical stuff, I believe, that talked about genocide or extermination.
Right.
It's not good. I don't know if I don't know if I really care that he doesn't have a job, because frankly, it pushed down the price of his watercolors to where I got an 11 by 17 for a really good deal. So,
I mean,
I guess it didn't involve me.
Right.
I can buy your art and not support what you're going to do with the money. Because I have no way of controlling. Like, do you know how many gas stations I've stopped at in my life and bought a bottle of soda or tea or something? I can't ensure that money didn't go to something terrible that I don't agree with. There's a lot of fronts out there, I'm sure.
Oh my God, dude!
I bet my money funded some just horrifying stuff. But
remember those stupid ass commercials or whatnot? Like, if you buy weed, you're supporting like terrorism. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure you're supporting some dude named like Chad, that's like doesn't have a job and doesn't want one. You know what I mean? I don't think it goes to
nobody's
terrorism.
Nobody's going to have the time or the resources to figure out where every dime they spend goes. It's just ridiculous to think that you need to police that.
Well, not even that, though. I mean, really, if you want to think about it, like if you really did that, you pay taxes. You pay taxes on everything you essentially buy, property taxes, whatever sales tax. The truth of the matter is that money goes to something that you don't agree with either. You know what I mean? Like, so all of a sudden you're not going to pay taxes, but yes, it's going to go to jail.
Yeah, I wish you didn't have to pay taxes.
I wish. Well, yeah, I know. I hate to even get on that slow, but yeah. But the point is that you can't like be mad about wherever that money is going to be funneling into or whatnot. You can't even know where it goes. There's no way. And Kevin is right. He's like, I have no personal issues with Liefeld, but I'm not putting Captain America on my wall. And quite frankly, the reason why you wouldn't put Captain America, a Liefeld, a Captain America on your wall is because no dude should have a double D chest ever. I'm just gonna say that because it's not bitch tits Steve.
Hashtag. We're making that a hashtag.
Later, Jeff. Be safe, man.
Just look structurally unsound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll get in. This will be I had a couple other articles, but this will be the last one that we talk about. The new Wonder Woman, Yara Flor, is getting her own series. So originally she was just supposed to be in the Future State Wonder Woman stuff, but she's gonna go ahead. They're gonna go ahead and give her own series and develop and flesh out the backstory and everything.
I wish Macabre was here. Literally, I wish Macabre was here. He's always talking about how like they never ever like take another character and put a lot of time into it and have that character take over the mantle. You know what I mean? He's always talking about that. And so they found a younger, hotter Amazonian princess from someplace else, and they're actually running with the story.
Yeah.
I mean, this is literally everything you
I got these. I don't think I did.
Well, if you didn't, I got plenty of second prints on the wall for you, good sir.
Yara Flor sounds like something my wife tries to get me to drink when when she wants me to lose weight. Like here, it just smells awful and looks like lawn flipping.
Hey, you need to be drinking your Yara Flor.
Exactly. Come on, honey, Yara Flor, just half a cup.
Yeah, I know it sounds weird. It's really like the same thing. It's just got no sugar. Then it's not the same thing. It's at all
sugar free.
Yeah, that's not okay. It's not Linda Carter free.
It looks like it's going to be called Wonder Girl. So it'll be Wonder Girl #1, and it comes out in May. But there will be a preview of Wonder Girl in DC's Infinite Frontier.
Well, I ordered
#0.
that.
You should have, and you're right. I put it on the order for you.
Yeah.
Now, isn't Tim Fox getting his own series too?
Actually, I haven't read anything at all about Tim Fox getting his own series, so I don't know what.
I haven't heard anything either.
To be honest with you, on the orders, I haven't seen that either. I'll have to say that like that book did pick up a little bit more steam than I thought it would. But then again, we made it all the way to, those second print #1s, and
Right.
they didn't. I mean, they went out, but not as well as I thought they were gonna. So,
Well, fellas, I need to go eat dinner.
I did. I got a text message 30 minutes ago that said it was.
Let me do this. Let me do this last.
I want to see who wins.
Yep. So I'll do this last one. I did add Kevin Nuffer on there. I don't know if
Enough said.
Yeah, enough said.
What about Jeff Schultz? Is Jeff Schultz in this?
I kept Jeff Schultz on there. I know he said he had to leave, but he was in here for quite a bit of time, so I'll leave him on the wheel.
What about Jimmy Balls?
Jimmy Balls, is he still in here? Because I don't know if we'll be able to get a hold of him or whatnot.
He was. I mean, he was in here. I could probably send him.
Oh, that was a real name?
Yeah. No. Yes. It's slap it real good.
Yeah.
No, being
all right.
serious,
So I'll add Jimmy. Is Jimmy Balls?
Yeah, Jimmy Balls, bro. Straight ass balls, like ball sack.
All right, Jimmy Balls. All right. So this is for a Venom 25 Greg Horn virus cover. Wait.
Oh, Jeff Malott. Oh, Jeff Malott is Jimmy Balls. Do we have Jeff Malott on here already?
Yeah, I have Jeff Malott on there. All right, so
we're gonna have to talk about your YouTube name, bro. There's no way I would have known at all that you were Jimmy Balls. There's no dumbbells in this room, just some balls.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right,
let's do it. I want to see.
Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Venom 25, Greg Horn, exclusive virus cover.
Kevin Nuffer?
Oh.
Kevin Nuffer.
Enough said.
No.
Look at you go.
Congratulations.
Nice.
The confetti rains down upon you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Nuffer, hit up Phoenix Comics on Messenger. And
here, I'll get you the link.
I'll have them get in contact with you, and they can get your info and then shoot it to me, and I will send that off to you, sir. Congratulations.
Yeah, let me get the link for my man. There you go, copy.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna do that because we were USA because there's some other dude that has Phoenix Comics too. I think he's cool. I don't know.
Well, he's on. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah. If you hit him up on Facebook, just on Messenger or whatnot, Kevin.
Yep.
We'll get your info and then I'll send that out to you. But guys, thanks for joining us.
It's been fun.
This was a good 2-hour conversation. I can't believe.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, you know what's funny is I'm like, hey, this is gonna be short, right? Yeah. 2 hours.
With you guys, it only felt like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, but if you guys haven't, go head over to YouTube. The whole reason why we did the giveaway tonight was because Phoenix Comics got to 150 subscribers. So we want to continue that. We want to move them up even more. Our next goal is to get Phoenix Comics up to 200 subscribers. If we can get them up to 200, we got some more giveaways. I'm going to give some books away. Mr. Becker here said he's going to give a book away, and it's a big book. It's a big boy book.
Yeah, it's a big book. It's a big boy book.
Yeah, ASM 46 First Shocker. So that's if we can get Phoenix Comics up to 200 subscribers. Go the video if you can. Subscribe to the page, and I think that's all I have to say.
So I got
any-
Well, I was gonna say I got a video for subscribing to our YouTube, so I'm gonna play it for you guys.
You know, Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that we'll be doing FOC tomorrow. Hopefully, it's not 2 hours, but it might be. And remember that it is. And then, last but not least, I'm sorry, but make sure you guys check out Blue in our Tuesday live show at 6:30 Central Standard Time. And like I said, it's a really easy show. Okay, I think I've ran out of videos.
All right. Mr. Becker, do you have anything you want to say?
No, I do not. Oh wait, I always plug PJ's channel too. Halls and
That's
Calls.
not what I was trying to get at. That's not what I was trying to
Oh, gosh, damn it! Give me a second. I got something for that one too. I think. Let's see here. Let me get to the
Mr. Rock On, you got anything you wanna say?
Actually, I got two of these, and one of them's been claimed. I like the end of tossing this into the mix.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
All
rad.
right. So 200 subscribers. We got an ASM 46. We got a Infinity Gauntlet. Is that an Iron Man?
Yeah, it's from the actual from the AMC movies.
That's
from
awesome.
Endgame.
All right, I got one more thing here, Keymaster. It's for
and
you.
I'm bringing that to the shop. So.
Oh, nice.
All right, hold on. This is the last
I'm
one.
gonna bounce, fellas. I'm really hungry.
Hold on.
Right,
one more thing. One more thing.
Wait, Warren.
Come on,
wait,
Mike.
Warren.
God, one more thing. Just this
Wait.
last thing. Make sure you guys check out Calls and Halls with the Keymaster, because if you don't, you're wrong.
Yeah, you guys got to be checking it out. Good show.
Yes.
I still have to say that's an
definitely.
awesome graphic that you did. I mean, you really made that face look like my face.
It's totally you. See this stuff here? That was
you can
hard.
find him at OG Keymaster on the YouTube.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
All right.
Let's go eat. All right.
Later.
All right, guys. Hey, go
Bye-bye.
Chiefs.
Bye.
Go Chiefs.
Yeah, go Chiefs.
Go
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Tom Brady sucks.